Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
Police investigating Michael Grant's death are now probing a street vendor who they suspect may have had a brawl with the Irish tourist before he collapsed in a Magaluf street. Investigators initially thought the father of four may have been hit by a car based on leg and knee injuries following a brief pre-autopsy inspection of his trauma. But detectives now suspect the non-life-threatening injuries present on his body were inflicted by a street seller and his friends during a fight on the tarmac late Sunday, respected Major Candeli Ultima Hora reported last night. Mr. Grant's body was later found to have broken glass embedded in a cut on his back, along with what appeared to be a pair of bite marks on his shoulder. The dramatic turnaround in the ongoing probe came after Civil Guard investigators failed to find any trace of a traffic incident involving the dead man on CCTV cameras following an exhaustive search. Unless evidence to the contrary emerges, the Civil Guard has parked the idea he was run over. Police could not be reached last night to comment, and it is not clear how much evidence officers have at this moment to support this line of inquiry. Well-placed sources have however claimed 45-year-old Mr. Grant's death is not being treated as a homicide. Autopsy results had shown he had consumed cocaine and alcohol before he died, which is believed to be linked to his collapse and sudden death rather than any altercation preceding it. Further tests on tissue samples are now taking place at a specialist lab in Barcelona. As well as knee and leg injuries, physiotherapist Mr. Grant, from Waterford, had scratches and bite marks on his body and a cut to his back with glass still inside. Saliva samples have been taken from the two bite marks, one on his shoulder and one on his chest, to determine who is responsible. Mr. Grant, who was on holiday with his wife Leanne and at least two of their four children and other families from Ireland, collapsed in Martin Rose Street close to Punta Ballina around 4:30 a.m. on Monday. He had reportedly taken a wrong turn and become separated from other members of his group after spending the afternoon drinking by his hotel pool before going out partying. They were staying at the 4-star Sol Kathmandu Park and Resort in Magaluf, which describes itself online as a popular hotel for families with young children. A Civil Guard spokesman said on Monday before the post-mortem, "This death does not appear to be crime-related in any way, but the autopsy will be key to determining what happens next." A well-placed source close to the investigation said yesterday, "The injuries the holidaymaker had were not life-threatening, and this investigation is neither a murder or homicide probe at this stage, nor do we expect it to become one. But we are looking into the hours leading up to his death because something has happened that needs to be properly explained. Everything is pointing to this man being involved in some sort of altercation and being hit by a car in incidents that may or may not be unrelated. There are still a lot of unanswered questions we need to try to get to the bottom of." In a tribute to the dead man, St. Joseph's AFC Waterford Football Club, where Mr. Grant was a child head coach, said on Monday, "It is with a heavy heart that we inform you of the sudden shock passing of our dearest club member and head child coach, Michael Grant. As many of you know, Michael was more than just a coach to us, he was a beloved friend, and as a club and for his family we need time to process this devastating loss. Michael was an integral part of our community, and his absence will be profoundly felt. He was not just a coach, but a mentor and a friend to all the children and adult members at St. Joseph's. More recently, his dedication, passion, and love for the kids were evident in everything he did. He cherished every one of them, and I'm sure you will all agree that his impact was immeasurable. We extend our heartfelt condolences to Michael's family, his wife Leanne, their children Kaylee, Neev, Shay, and Sophia, his parents Sam and Marie, his brothers, sisters, and extended family. Our thoughts and prayers are with them during this incredibly difficult time. We also want to acknowledge the grief and shock that our own children and members are experiencing. Michael was a significant part of their lives, and his loss